Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am on another rant. They seem to be coming my way a lot these days. I'll put my knitting down, I'll tell you what I'm on a rant about. You know, I have 3 laptops. One's a very old one. It's got 2 speeds, dead slow and stop. I could probably get some new parts for it that would make it faster, but it is only, I think it's only Windows 8. I don't think it's even Windows 10. And then I have the one, that one is an HP. This one I'm using to do this video is a Dell, and it's a very good one. This one, I've always liked this one. It's about 5 years old now. And I have an Acer, which is just over 2 years old, I think. And that one went up the creek. wasn't even two years old and it went up the creek. This one, this Dell one, did the same thing, but I managed to fix this one. But the Acer one is overheating all the time, so it needs a new cooler fan in it. And I have been looking all over on the internet, putting the model number of the machine in, and I just cannot find the one that comes up with that model number. It'll probably be a universal one that goes through a lot of the, it's called a Acer Aspire 5, and mine is a 515. But the other numbers after it, I think mine is 56 after that. And I can all find them with 54 on, 53 on, and I cannot find one with. I'm wondering whether the cooler fans are all the same for all of them, just, you know, they tell you all the different numbers. But that's not what I'm on the rant about. Both of my Dell, the one I'm using now, and the Acer one, both need new batteries because the batteries only last a few minutes. This one, unless it's plugged in, the Dell one lasts about 15 minutes, and my Acer one lasts maybe about half an hour. The batteries are, you know, just about finished. So I thought to myself, I have a power bank for my phone and my tablet, and that's great, you know, you just plug it in, and like with my phone, I usually take the power bank with me in case I run out when I go to my bingo on a Thursday, because me and my friend play a game on my phone during the breaks in between the bingo and that. I've never had to use it, still got a good battery on it. But anyway, I thought, oh, maybe I can get a power bank for the computers. So I looked it up. No, yes, it is. You can get power banks. And I looked up one particular. I looked up a lot of them. And the one I decided to pick, it said Dell was mentioned as one of the notebooks that accepts it. So I bought it. Came from Amazon. That is the one I picked. It cost me over £40. It was Energon high-speed charging. And everything that comes with it, it has 3 types of ways to charge your computer. There's the main one, like the one that's plugged into the electric thing. And then there's a small USB-C one, which is on my Acer, but it is not on my Dell. And then there's a USB, what to show you, this sort of thing with the same ends on. You plug one end into the power bank and one end into your computer. So there's 3 ways of charging, and according to this, it charges most notebooks at high speed. I tried the one into the mains. There's a I'll take it out and show you what comes with it. lost something off there. Remember the wire I had it wrapped in. These are a lot of adapter things. You come, that little one on the end, that's what fits into my Acer one, and the next one to it, that fits into this Dell one, and that little one there fits into my HP one. I haven't tried it on my HP one because that one takes about half an hour just to come on when you plug it in. So I wasn't bothered about that one, but those two are the ones I would use. So there's a lot of other different ones, and you have an adapter here where that you plug those into. You put the adapter onto one end, and the other end, that thing goes onto one end, and the other end is plugged into the take it out. Mind, it is quite heavy. It's like having a brick in your hand. So there's all the places. That's where you plug the power supply. That's for the USB-A, I think. Is it USB-A or B? But that's a USB-C. That's a smaller one where you have a little one like that. These are like the ones that's used on your phones and that. And you have to use that to charge up the to charge this thing up as well. And I've tried it on all of them, and it will not work on any of them. That's 3 different ways of charging. That is going back. And that's what my rant's about today. I have spent all afternoon trying to work this flame, and they came last night, but was a bit late for to start messing about with it, so I left it until today, and I've been messing about all afternoon trying to get it to work, and I keep thinking I'm pressing the button. There's a button on there that you press, but you use this one here, which is the main one, like the one that you plug into your electric in your computer. You press that twice, and you can see the lights there. I pressed it twice there, and that is the light that tells you whether you're on a 12 volt, 15 volt or 20 volt. Well, my laptops are 19 volt, so you have to click that once to go down to the 15, and then once again to go down to that one. Never worked that time. Do it again. You go once down to, that's down to the 15 and down to the, and I could never get that to work while it was plugged into anything. I don't know whether there's something wrong with it actually, but I was just getting annoyed with it. So that's, switch it off. So that's all my time spent, wasted today trying to get this, because sometimes when I do a video, I might want to go upstairs into my back room where I did one the other day with all my wool and everything, and it means I've got to unplug the charger thing out and take that up with me as well, and then unplug it again to bring it back down again, where I could just lift up the laptop and take that with me, and that was really annoying me. And then I thought, oh, that's my troubles are solved. But it's not that easy. I think I'm just going to have to buy a battery for to put inside the laptop instead of this flaming one that outside that just does not work. Works on my phone and it works on my tablet, no trouble at all. But I don't need one to work on those. I have a smaller one for those, which didn't cost anything near the price of that one. So that's enough of that anyway. I'll put them all back in the box ready, and I'll have to sort out what I have to do to send something back to Amazon, because I've never had to send anything back to them before. It is going back though, because I'm not paying for that rubbish. Just put that back on there. Right, that's that rant over with. Now, I finished the little cardigan, I've stitched it up. This is the 20-inch one that I showed you that just needed sewing up after I put the neck and everything on. So that's that one done, and that'll be on my shop next Friday when the special offer thing comes back on again. So that's that finished. My own knitting, I stopped in the middle of a row here. I've actually onto the armholes. I've started casting off for the armholes on this, and I have to go up to the front, up to the neck, so this is like 8 inches from the armholes up to the shoulder, so I'll be knitting up to about 5.5 inches to take the stitches around for the neck, so that'll not take very long. I'll be doing that later on tonight. And I finished the little bag that I was doing. That'll be on my shop next Friday as well. It's the one with the bottom part on it. It's quite stiff. That wool is very good that I was using. That was Majestic. It was some, I think it was Aran and Chunky. I used a Chunky and an Aran one together to make, and it makes it quite stiff. It stands up. These would be better, much better for me doing my yarn ball holders in. But this is a little bag. It'd be a little child's, probably for a little child, you know, to carry their little bits and pieces about in, and for like you can see anything else inside, for anything maybe want to go with their mum shopping, and they'll be able to carry some shopping in their little bag. So that's what that's handy for. And like I'm saying, that'll be on my shop next Friday. Put that down. I'll have to fold that flat. Fold it like that because of the bottom on it. And I have started on the 22-inch. And I have a little word for anyone who might have bought this wool from Knitting Wool Sales. It says double knitting on the label. Well, I started doing this is a 22. It was going to be a 22-inch one, and after I'd done it was quite stiff and hard doing there's 10 rows of the rib on here. I had a little bit trouble actually knitting it. It was quite stiff and hard on the needles. And when I looked at it afterwards, it looks very wide for to come out to 22-inch. So I measured it, and it's going to be 26. And I've realised something. This is not double knitting. It is Aran. And I've sent a message to John. That's what they call the man that runs the Knitting Wool Sales. I'm telling that it's wrong. The label's been wrong on it. That's what some of they are from the Majestic wool. A lot of them are job lots, and some of them are job lots because the labels are wrong on them, and this is one of them that's wrong. Most of them I know is the other ones I've got are all double knitting. I know they are all okay, but this one I could tell when I was knitting with it, the feel of it was just too thick to be double knitting. So I still kept on knitting it. I'm just going to use this one for the 22-inch size, because if I was using Aran and wanted larger size, I would do 2 sizes larger anyway. So I am writing down what I'm doing with this for the 22-inch, but it's going to be about a 26-inch when it's finished. But I still have all the instructions, will still be right for the 22, because the length doesn't matter, because you just do whatever length you want for a 26. But I would write the length down in my book as if I was doing a 22. And all the instructions for the raglan parts that come up here will come out the same as it will be for a 22, because it'll be on a thinner wool, on a smaller needle. So that was just a warning. I have told one lady, Jan, who I know she got some of this. So if anyone else bought any of it, it is Aran, not double knitting. And it is coming out quite nice. It actually doesn't look as deep, the colours on my screen here. The colours are a lot deeper than what it looks on the screen. But I like the way it's coming out. It's not coming out in stripes. It's just little bits of colour here and there, because the colour is changed every... Well, I showed you in the video the other day how the colours are changing every couple of inches, 2 or 3 inches. I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure how many inches it is for one colour. About 4 inches. There's about 4 inches to each colour change. In fact, there's less in some of them. There's that one there again, that looks a bit less there on that one. There's only 3 inches on that one. The blue is 3.5 inches. So it's just anything between about 2 and 3 inches and the change in the colours, which I like that. I might use some of this to make some of my little notions pouches, because I think it'll be nice coming out in these colours like that. I usually do the pouches in cotton, but it doesn't have to be in cotton. It's just I have some cotton that I'm using up. That's the only thing I'd use the cotton for anyway, in coasters and things like that. So I could do some little bags with this, because they look quite nice with all these different colours in. But anyway, that's my little bit for today. Knitting finished with just for now, rant over with, and Amazon, somebody in Amazon that ears will be burning. So I've been calling them worse than mucks since getting that thing, and it doesn't work. But anyway, that's it for now. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.